Hello, good morning, and welcome to Pondering Nigeria. My name is Omar Fields, and this is the headlines, the trending headlines for Monday, the 19th of May 2025. And it's nice to be here this morning. A lot of things have happened over the weekend, and a lot of things will continue to happen with regards to Nigerian news, Nigerian politics, and vis-a-vis every happening in the country. So let's dive into what we have this morning and let's talk about Nigeria. Let's ponder Nigeria together and let's see what will come out of it. If you're watching us, kindly subscribe, kindly hit the notification bell, kindly hit the like button as well, and let's see where uh, it takes us. We are live on Facebook as well, so you can join us on Facebook on Pondering Nigeria. We are live on YouTube. Good to be here this morning. Let's talk about 2027. We are in 2025, but let's talk about 2027. 2027 coalition, Atiku offers Obi VP in one-term deal. So this news just came out yesterday, vis-a-vis this morning, with regards to um, Atiku offering Atiku and Obi joining forces. Atiku being the president and Obi being the vice president, just as what happened in 2019. Uh, so they want to launch a comeback of what happened in 2019, but it has to be in a one-term situation. Atiku has to go for a one-term, or anybody that will be president has to go for a one-term. Now, this news came via a source, and we have to go through what the source talked about this story, because this story is making wave as we speak. The story is making wave, and let's see what kind of wave it's making. So, Atiku, uh, Atiku's camp offer Peter Obi VP role in a one-term deal. Okay, see, but this is what we are talking about now. Now, this story came via a source, and we have to go through what the source said. Now, uh, let's say, okay, a party chieftain preview to the political permutation told the Punch that Atiku and Obi have come to an agreement. This is no news. They have come to an agreement. Yes, Madu. Yes, Madu. Go ahead. Kindly subscribe. Let me know what you think about this whole scenario. Madu Nelson. So let me know what you think about this whole scenario. And kindly subscribe to Fancy Football. So now, now this is what the party chieftain Anonymous said, because the person didn't mention his name. He said, you know that by this time next year, by May 2026, all parties, almost all parties, will have unveiled their presidential candidate for the 2027 election. So the coalition move is mindful of that. The leaders have all agreed. The leaders involved now have all agreed all that it's only a coalition between Peter Obi and Atiku, and that can wrestle power from Tinubu. Yes, because based on the last election, you see, if you look at the computation of the vote, Peter Obi 6.1 million, Atiku 6.9 million. If you combine that vote, it shows that in that election, President Tinubu wasn't popular. He had a total of close to 13 million votes or thereabout. So President Tinubu wasn't really popular. He had 8 million votes. Now, um, the leader went on to say that the leaders of the party have agreed that only the coalition between Atiku and Obi and others that can wrestle power from Tinubu. So they are crossing the T's and dotting the I's to finalize this. Atiku and Obi met earlier this year in the UK. Please listen to what I'm saying now. They met earlier. That's why this all these politicians, you don't even know where they meet. You don't even know where they meet. That was where Atiku first mooted the idea of a coalition and urged Obi to be his running mate once more. Obi then asked for time to think it over and consult his loyalists, that is, the obedient. Let's move on. But recent development shows that Obi has accepted to be Atiku's running mate, and Atiku has also agreed to serve a single 4-year term and hand over to the former governor of Anambra State. They have both agreed to sign a written agreement necessary. Obi is trying to get the buy-in from his loyalists before this is formally announced. Guys, this is what is really happening now. Now, when questioned about the political platform they intend to use, given the crisis in both parties, because currently now there are crises in both MP and PDP. Another source revealed that they are considering the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Okay, this crisis in the PDP and the LP is frustrating. While both making efforts and waiting to see if the crisis can be resolved in favor of their camp, they are both looking at possible political party to run for. The Social Democratic Party was part of the plan before now, but it seems the ruling APC has finally infiltrated the party, that is SDP. So they are teetering towards the ADC. Now, as a matter of fact, some of the loyalists have been meeting with the ADC leadership, and others have quietly joined the party. So, if things do not favor them in LP and PDP, they may join the ADC. Article Media aide Paul Ibe said he could not speak on the arrangement reached between the two opposite parties for now. So this is what is really going on now. This is really what is going on, and the opposition is the coalition is gradually gathering momentum. Will it be Peter Obi and Atiku? Will it be a 1-year term from either side? We don't really know. But what we know about is that the coalition is gathering steam, and the party is coming. The parties involved in this coalition. Like last week, I told you that the parties involved. Atiku announced the parties involved. APC, some agreed members of the APC, PDP and Labour Party. So these are the big coalitions we are going to have going forward into 2027. But it has to start now. It will not start 6 months before the election. It will not start 7 months before the election. That coalition has to start now, basically now. And let me say this for those that cares to know that if this coalition do not start now, then they will be behind schedule, and that is why they are trying to be ahead of time, to be ahead of what they think could really help going forward. But this is where we are basically as a country, because, like I said, this is not time to talk about elections. But as soon as as this election finish, the second election cycles begins. That is politics. Anywhere you go to in the country, the US, the UK, that has 5 years tenure, the US that have 4 years tenure. If you go to big democracy like India, that have also 5 years parliamentary rule tenure, you see that election starts once the previous ones finish, and this is where we are. And you will not blame these parties, because you can see the divide in the Labour Party, you can see the divide in the PDP, you can see the divide in the NNPP. Nobody even knows where Konkoso is as we speak. So this is the issue. This is the issue. So let's move on from there. Let's move on from this story. Let me know what you think about this story. Madu Nelson has just posted greedy article. My brother, you call him greedy, you don't call him greedy. Politicians are always who they are. So we'll see where they so send me your comments and let's see both on Facebook, both uh, on on YouTube, and let's see where we will continue to talk. Let's continue to break the news. So let's move on. This news is very the news that we have to look at. Wike reveals that Wike reveals shocking truth. Fubara isn't the one I am fighting. So who is Wike fighting, guys? Me, I don't know who Wike is fighting. Uh, I don't really know who Wike is fighting. But if he said he's not fighting Fubara, so who else is he fighting? Because he has to tell us who he is fighting in this whole scenario. Because if he's not fighting Fubara, who else is he fighting? Who else is this man fighting? Because him and the governor have been in loggerhead for a long period of time. Uh, since last year or 2 years ago, they've been in loggerhead. And the relationship between them has been so bad up to the extent that Wike has to ensure that his ally, who is the president, suspend the governor, which I think is unconstitutional in anywhere, because both of them were elected by both parties. They were elected by both parties. They were elected in different. So it is unconstitutional for the president to suspend it. But he has his ally, and now yesterday he had an interview because he loves the press, and we know he does. He meets the press every once in a month. Now he had an interview with BBC Pidgin. The minister had an interview with BBC Pidgin, and he said Fubara is his son, and he is the father of Fubara. He described Fubara as his son in that interview. Yes, he described Fubara as his son. There's no doubt about it. And he went on to say in that interview that with the BBC, which was on Saturday, sorry, I said, Wike dismissed speculation of a direct conflict with Fubara, stating that his real opposition is with those allegedly influencing the governor for personal gain. Yes, let's move on. So that is where his fight is now. His fight is not with Fubara, but if you are fighting those influencing the governor, then you are fighting the governor as well because see now he went on to say that that one is not a battle. Wike said, "He Fubara is my boy. He is my son. Why will I fight with him?" Guys, you're hearing now. Okay, he went on to say the former governor of Rivers State insists that his actions are aimed at confronting individuals that are accused of attempting to exploit the system. I am only fighting against people who want to steal what they did not work for. What is what they did not work for now? What is that they did not work for? He added, when you don't defeat them, they will think they are in charge. Defeat them to the final stage. Now he went on to say, now they are ashamed because they have been defeated. They are the one pushing for Bara. During a media peer with selected journalists in Abuja on Monday, that was last week, I think we had that this thing here. Some of it there. Um, Wike said that Fubara had begun making the conciliatory moves. The president has called for peace several times, and I cannot sit down when the president has called for peace, and I said I don't want peace. Wike said. Let's move on, guys. Uh, he went on now to say that yes, he came with two governors and one elderly person. Unfortunately, the two governors are the APC governors, so I will not pursue him. He said he wanted peace. That's fine. I also want peace. Okay? So this is where both of them ended this is where it ended. So he wants peace and both of them want peace. Yeah, I'm talking about peace, 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 peace. So but where where will that peace come from? Because the governor need to be reinstated by all costs. The governor need to be reinstated. So he wants peace, the governor wants peace. Then where's the middle ground, guys? Where is the middle ground? So send me your comment, just as Madu did. Send me your comment, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and let's be discussing, because we need to talk about a whole lot of things. We need to talk about a whole lot of things. So we are live on Facebook now. So join us also on Facebook for those that are on Facebook. Join us on Facebook. So where is the middle ground between Wike and Fubara? The middle ground has to be met, because Wike is putting the blame on one side. He doesn't have blame in the whole of this. That's what he wants to say. But let's keep talking. Let's keep moving. And on the final note, let's come to our final story for today, because we have three stories. VDM pokes Sheyi Tinubu in an online message. So let's see what VDM has been up to, because VDM has been up to a lot of things since he came out from that DSS jail. He has been up to a lot of things. So let's see what he have. I think he has said a lot of things since he came back. He has been fighting for himself. Even at a certain point, called himself a fool. You understand? So for allowing him being used by the DSS, by the EFCC, he called himself a fool. So a whole lot of things for him. So let's see what VDM has been saying, because VDM has been saying a lot. We need to know what he's saying, and let's hear from him. For those of us that have not seen this video, I know many of us have seen that video, but let's see what he has been saying, because I think he accused Sheyi Tinubu of a lot of things, even the arrest of Atiku.
And everybody did quiet about him.
On Booking.com, it's easy to go.
Let's see. He has been saying a lot of things. So let's watch and see what Sheyi Tinubu has been video has been saying on Sheyi Tinubu, and let's. Okay, hold on. Stop. Sorry, guys. So let's see.
I'm already underwater.
I'm in the same boat.
Strong.
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real-world scenarios to teach you technical skills.
Can't kidnap me again. Use a mask, cover my face, I be blindfold, carry me, go drop for underground cell. That's the highest they can do. Or worst case scenario, wow, VeryDarkMan don't go, another one will come up, because eventually I will still die. Do you understand? Now, Sheyi Tinubu, the reason why I'm speaking out, it is because of this guy. And I hear now, say this guy, now, according to the story, allegedly saying they for DSS cell. Do you understand? And that's why I have a problem. This guy came out to make a very serious allegation that you are giving instructions to people that they should buy him. And if they buy him, you instruct the Inspector General of Police to clean it up. That is a very serious allegation. He also made mention of these people in this position: the Minister of Youth, the MD of NTA, the SSA to the President on Student Affairs, SA to the Minister of Defense, and one name called Ladoja. Do you understand? Now, coincidentally, I was arrested by EFCC for some charges, and I'm out again. The day I came out was the same day they said the guy had apologized. No problem. From nowhere again, the guy filed a lawsuit against 3 people, and your name, Sheyi Tinubu, was still mentioned in it. Do you understand? I will read it, make everybody see it. Like I said, anything we want to make it happen. Now, as you can see here, people, it says between Comrade Atiku Abubakar Isa and number 1, the director of the Directorate of State Security Service, DSS, the director of NTA, and Mr. Sheyi Tinubu. Do you understand? Now, Sheyi Tinubu, another thing I want to let you know, for your name to even come in the mix of this whole thing, it is a shame and it is a disgrace that the president's son We go using time, they do something we go benefit the people. Now this kind of thing, your name, they come up on. It is a disgrace and a shame. If nobody go talk am, I go talk am. I never chop any politician money for this country. I clean die. And I get the platform and I go speak up when somebody's right is being abused or when somebody's being oppressed. Now, the guy don't file lawsuits against you now. Somebody will come out, come apologize, don't come file lawsuit. Next thing, with the year say the guy they lost. Next thing, with the year say allegedly, say they see firearm for Yan. It is not fair. Abuse of power is clearly being in play some way, somehow. By who, I don't know. But until these people that are being mentioned in the guy's previous video, until they clear themselves, then this is rubbish. Well, I let the guy they go. You people are lucky Nigerians don't ask questions because they cannot put your name in something like this and you go see the waka and everybody don't forget about the thing. It's nonsense, bro. People should let the guy go. Whoever is holding that guy, let him go. If you said the guy is lying, make una go court. He has already filed the suit. If he's lying, you people have the money to afford the best stands. Take a stand here. Then if the guy they lie, then the guy go apologize or una give him in punishment for defaming you. But not be say somebody talk something, the person go miss. Let me say very soon, say me self go miss. That's what it means. It means I go miss very soon. Yes, it means say me said they go soon pick me very soon. I feel they work out tomorrow now. They'll come frame me with something because I did talk. When I said the guy they lie, okay, yes, you people should prove it. Want to know what happened? Okay. They cannot come and make such allegation that you say me person, made a pipe person, and inspector, Inspector General of Police go clear the mess, and everybody they quiet about them. It's wrong. And like I said, it's a disgrace and an embarrassment that your name is coming up in something like this as a president's son. If anybody know if you talk, me go talk. I not fear anybody. Nobody life. My life not there anybody hand. My life not go down the day. At the end of the day, worst case scenario, wow, you don't go. And this one, I want to tell all those Nigerians when they talk, say, very dark man, because I hear that a lot. And anytime all these people, when I know, all these big men won't advise me, they'll say, these Nigerians you are fighting for, if anything happens to you tomorrow, they'll move on. The Pope just died. When the Pope died, was the world on standstill? Everybody have moved on. There's a new Pope. There's nothing special about VeryDarkMan or any other human being on earth. Jesus Christ, bye, everybody don't move on. My name of the year. Michael Jackson, one of the most famous names where they ever entered this world. He bye, everybody move on. Yaradua, bye, everybody move on. So there's nothing special. When people say that, I always wonder why you people are so dumb. Because it sounds dumb. Now the talk where they bring to make everybody fear. Hey, if anything happens to you, Nigeria will move on. Listen, everybody will move on. Even if the president said bye today, everybody will move. Even if Donald Trump bye today, everybody will move on.
Absolutely.
There's nobody on this earth where go buy where the world will stand on the pause. What is wrong is wrong. My fear is for 2026, 2027. That's my fear. Anybody will talk during that period, boom, they go move you. The allegations the guy made are very strong. Clear your names. He said, when I promise, when I won't give 100 million to support Tinubu, he's saying all they do. And because he's in charge of a lot of students across Nigeria, and as the president of those students, you people know that he commands some form of legion. Next to una Peter Amaras and record in nakedness, according to him, then una the blackmailer. His friend also came out to say, yes, they saw Seyi Tinubu there. And he told the manager of West Scouting that the manager of West Scouting should not let them do their events there. All these things are allegations. I know they're there. I am not there. My analysis are based off on the allegation that was made. So what do you need to do? You clarify. I beg. And to DSS, when I be big name, when I fit do and undo for this country, when I get spy, when I fit catch anybody for this country. Okay. My only thing I want to say to you people is this. Back in the day, even me, myself, we won't join DSS back in the day. Because of what we know DSS for. DSS will only move you when it concerns the piece of national security. That's when we know see DSS, they move. You know if you see DSS. Nowadays, they will say DSS carry person. One big man talks and make DSS pack person. Then they even use DSS, they do bouncer. Now they use DSS, they do security. DSS. That's what abuse of power have done to Nigeria. DSS. Some people will carry DSS, they open their doors. DSS. DSS will be say, if you see them, you go no say more, you don't pass, be careful. Now, but it's Nigeria. DSS, whoever the DSS, now that's the truth at the talk, oh, don't go find me carry you. Do you understand? Don't go find me carry. Now the truth I tell you, if you pay una, may pay una. That's just the truth. But the point is this: wanna let that guy go. Let him go. Face him in court. Sheyi and whoever they call for that thing, when no say the days, let him go and face him in court.
Guys, that's what VeryDarkMan have said with regards to the last president, something Atiku Isa or Atiku something. Now the guy has been arrested once more again. The guy has a lawsuit in court, calling the name of the DSS, putting the name of Sheyi Tinubu and some other names that have allegedly beat him up and do one or two things against him. So VeryDarkMan has come out to poke the president's son. I think to come and tell enough is enough. We have to be civil in what we do in Nigeria. I think one thing we need to understand that today you are in power, tomorrow you are not. That is the reality of life. Today your father is in power, tomorrow he is not. That is how life goes. So in a sense that you feel that you continue to be, you cannot be in power forever. The Paul Bias have been in power. One day they will be pulled down. Look at Omar al-Bashir of Sudan. He was pulled down. Look at Charles Taylor. He was pulled down. A lot of leaders that have been there, they think that they will be there forever. They were pulled down. This is what VDM is trying to say. Enough is enough. If you think the guy has erred, then bring evidence. Speak out. Show us evidence. Show us your own part. Up to the extent of beating the guy up, beating him up mercilessly. It's not just he was beaten up mercilessly. Now the guy is nowhere to be found. Now nobody even knows where he is. Nobody knows where he is. And according to VDM, the president's son should use his office not for thuggery, but for him to help the common good of Nigerians. But this is what we have seen so far, so good, in what the president's son have been doing. His name have been called out on different platforms associated with respect to thuggery. This is not it. This is not what I expect. And this is not what many of us expect from the president's son. Civility is what should be happening in this country, not thuggery from young people. But you see today, young people, they will say they are thugs. This is what the politicians, this is what the elderly associate us with as young people, that we are thugs. And in the corridor of power, this president's son is displaying that. He has come out most times to debunk it. But how true? Because the evidences are there, pointing a finger at him. I think what Nigeria wants is enough proof. And according to VDM, if he dies today, that the world will not stand. And I agree with absolutely with him. A lot of leaders have died, and the world did not stand still. Thomas Sankara died. The world did not stand still. The guy that ignited the Arab Spring died because of it. But did the world stand still? The world moved ahead. So, if you are fighting for freedom, you are fighting for the people, you know the risks that are involved, and you know that the world will not stop. The world will continue to move, will continue to evolve. George Floyd Remember George Floyd? He died. There was huge protest, a lot of reform. The reforms, the protests were all part of the world moving on. This is it. This is just life. Whether we like it or not, the world will move on, and things will continue to happen. So we shouldn't think that nothing is going to happen. Something will definitely continue to happen in this world. When somebody die, when somebody that is great die. So I think I absolutely agree with VDM. So this is the headlines that we have. I think I have looked at we have looked at it and treated it in depthly, and we hope that with your comments, the next 10 minutes is open up for comments. Just send in your comment. Tell us what you want to say. Just as Madu Nelson sending his own comment, poking Atiku as well, calling Atiku greedy. Send in your own comment as well. Let's see where we are, where you take us to on this show. So I'm waiting. I'll be here in the next 10 to 5 minutes to see if anybody's going to send comments. So send in your comments and let's talk. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking about the news, because the news is where what we are, what we do, and what we eat every day. We need to talk about it. Talk about Nigeria. Ponder Nigeria every day as we continue to. Kindly like this video, please. I just need. I have about 18 people on watching me live. If I can get 10 out of these 18 to like the video, I'll be very, very good. So kindly just pick up your phone, like the video, and subscribe as well. And let's see where we are with regards to what we have today. Just subscribe, like the video, please. I just need between 5 to 10 people to subscribe to this video, and let's see where we are. And I'll be grateful to you once you subscribe. So do subscribe and do send me your comment as well. Do send me your comment. Send me your comment quickly and let's talk. Let's keep talking, because this country is ours. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think somebody have just sending a message. Thank you, Raphael Idai. I hope I pronounced your name very well. He said that Obi should be president while Atiku should be vice. That's seriously. Thank you, Raphael. Obi should be president. I know you're one of the obedient as well. So Obi should be president while Atiku should be vice. I think it's a good opinion from you. Whether it is going to happen or not, we don't really know, but it's a good opinion from you. Who else again have another comment, please, apart from Raphael? So Raphael, what do you think about? Okay, you think Obi should be the president? I think I do agree with you. See, the issue why the opposition are where they are is that they've not come in times to who will lead this country. Now, power is in the south. Do you want a northern president now? Whereas power moved from north to south 3 years ago, from Buhari to south. I think we don't. Okay, somebody else said that none of them has the ability to govern Nigeria. They are just talking. So what are they saying? What are they saying, Godwin? Osato, what are they saying? So we need to know what they are saying. But you said none of them have the ability to govern Nigeria. So what are they saying? What do you think that they are saying? What do you think they should be saying? Because okay, does the current president have the ability to does he have the ability to lead the country? Has he shown the ability? Has President Tinubu shown the ability to lead the country? Because we know, look at where the country is going to. Tinubu is, I don't understand. You said Tinubu is, can you complete the sentence, please, Godwin Osato? Let's have this conversation between me and you, and let's see. The question I ask you is that if you say Obi and Atiku does not have the capacity or does not have the ability to lead the country, does the current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has he showed the ability and capacity to lead the country as it is now? Please kindly join the conversation. All of us, let's join the conversation. If we are on this, let's join the conversation. Go to the chat section and also like this video as well. Just go there, like and subscribe to the channel as well, because this is your channel. It's all about Nigeria, and we have to ponder Nigeria. If you think the president have shown the ability and the capacity to lead the country, let me know. Let me know. Ralph said Obi should be president and Atiku should be vice. And Godwin said none of them have the ability to govern Nigeria. Yes, they are just talking. So, and he said, and I asked him this question, and I asked Ralph this question. Godwin this question. Godwin Osato. I said, does the current president have the ability to rule? Has he shown he has the ability and capacity to rule the country with what has been happening in the country, economically, security-wise? What else again? In terms of monetary policy, where are we? In terms of human capacity, where has he taken us to? Because now all we are seeing is about 2027. We are not hearing about human capacity development. We are not hearing about what is happening to our oil sector, how it has been improved, why it has been revamped. We are not hearing about all these things. Okay, Godwin, this is his message. So, the current president is doing his best too. We need to stop our hate and open our eyes to see what the man is doing. Okay, I think you went on to say that what we need is creative thinking. Even when angels come down, nothing will change. You went further to say that we all need a renewed mind. How do we need a renewed mind? See, whether we like it or not, Osato Godwin, when we look at the direction in which the country is going to, should we be talking about election now? In 2025, should we be talking about election? We're just few days to Tinubu's 2 years in tenure. Should we be 2 years? Yes. Should we be talking about election now? We are not supposed to be talking about election, but all we see, what has covered the airways is defection to APC, defection to, and people bending the knee to the president. So if you have another contrary opinion to Osato Godwin, then let's send it in and let's talk. This show always start by 6:15 in the morning. So 6:15 in the morning, let's go in there and then try and see. If you also say that the country, that we all need a renewed mind. Nigerians have renewed mind. Nigerians have patience. Nigerians have patience. We have patience. I think one of the most patient people in the world is Nigeria. See how things are going. See how things in the country have been going down the drain. People are hungry, people are tired. And you still say that we need a renewed mind. Now, yesterday, on Friday, I played a video here. If the president is going to allocate 1 billion to 1 billion naira to a house member for his constituency project, 2 billion to a senator, and our minimum wage in this country is still at 70,000 naira for a worker. Then tell me, is the president being fair to the Nigerian worker? Is the president being fair to the Nigerian worker? Do you want, how renewed do you want the minds of the Nigerian worker to be? How renewed do you want their minds to be? Because these guys, these workers, they've seen it all. I agree with you that we need a renewed mind. But have the minds of Nigeria not been renewed enough? Nigerians do not need the renewed mind. Nigerians need action from their leaders, positive actions from their leaders. Action that will affect their life. Action that will be for the common good, not for a single man. This is how I see it. Maybe your opinion, you are right, but for me, I see that what I think is action, positive actions. We shouldn't be talking about election. Nigeria should be talking about development. Nigeria should be talking about change. Nigeria should be talking about human capacity. Look at our universities. Where are they today? The last time I checked, there was only one university ranked in the top 1,500 universities in the world. And even now, as we speak, that university is no longer there no more because we have dragged it down due to lack of investment, lack of funding. We just have universities with respect to name. How have we financed those institutions? Look at our federal government colleges. They are all gone. Then how can we improve human capacity in the country? Is it by renewing our mind and sitting down to see that the politicians do what they used to do best in terms of what they do with our finances? I think there's no time for renewed mind. What we have to do now is to put much more pressure on the government. We need much more pressure, not pressure by destroying government property. We need to put more pressure on the government to do what is right. And that is why you and me have to call out the government in almost every area, almost every sector in the country, with respect to what they have done. If they give you pipe-borne water in your community, yes, they have done well. But every Nigerian has the right to pipe-borne water, have the right to electricity. So that is it. Call it out where you need to call it out. Don't just say because that's so it be. Not be so it be. It no go ever be like that. We could tell ourselves the truth. It no go ever be like that. We need to think about this country first and foremost. We need to do it. It's very, very important. It's very, very necessary that we do it. This country comes first before any other, even before the president. The country comes first even before any other person. So that's how I see it. Thank you very much, Godwin Osato, for your message. Thank you very much, Raphael, for your message as well. Matt Nelson, thank you very much. And we'll talk more tomorrow when we come up with an exciting episode of the headlines on Pondering Nigeria. My name is Omo Fields, and I will see you tomorrow morning with a brand new exciting episode of the headlines.